Hi Manuel, how are you?
Hi, Luis Fernando. How are you?
I am fine. Could you please tell me what we are going to do now?
Well, Luis Fernando, did you remember the interview we watched last week?
Oh yes, about the Arctic Monkey singer.
Yes.
Yes, he was talking about their last album.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do during this conversation. We're going to be analyzing based on the documents we have read during this semester in English conversation too.
Okay, that's great. Let's do it.
Well, during all the conversation, we could notice that was an evident topic management. Why? Because they managed like 3 or 2 different topics and they were able to keep the conversation, to keep the interview, manage it in a good way.
Yes.
Also, it was noted on adjective verb, which is the minimum structure of a conversation. They were guiding that adjective verb by asking and answer questions.
Oh yes, I could notice too that things, and moreover, also it was evident the turn taking.
Oh, yes.
Because as you said, they was always asking question and the other person answer, and it was evident that both give the floor to the other.
Now, Mr. Fernando, what about the overlapping? I couldn't notice any overlapping during the interview.
Oh, I could notice at least 2 overlappings.
At least 2?
Yes, one of them at the beginning when they were greeting to the other and they was talking at the same time, saying yes and things like that.
Yeah, I can remember that.
And the other almost at the finish, at the fifth minute, and when they were talking about a song called "I Bet That You Look Good on the Dance Floor."
Yes.
And they were talking at the same time and laughing and things like that. And I have a little doubt about the back channel and the feedback. I don't recognize the 2 difference between those things, or I don't know if are the same thing.
Well, actually, back channeling and feedback is the same thing, and there are a lot of them. For example, during the interview, we could notice verbal and non-verbal feedback and back channeling. Verbal back channeling when he was saying yes, no, and non-verbal with the gesture or the body and also with the sounds like it.
Oh, I got it. I have now it clear. And
Luis Fernando, I almost forget about like a topic sheet. It was when they were talking about a poem, but I can't remember the name of the poem.
I wanna be yours.
That one. And they were talking about the poem, and they changed the topic to a song, and
But I don't think so that it was topic shift.
And what do you think that?
Because
Could you explain me that?
of course, a topic according with we saw in the class, a topic shift is when we start to talk about something quite different. So I think that the topic shift was when they were talking about the vacuum cleaner, because he was talking about the poem. Then he started to talk about the vacuum cleaner and things different in the band and something different. And I think it was the topic shift.
Yeah, I could notice that, the difference between topic sheet.
Yes. And do you like poems?
Poems?
Yes.
Well, actually, sometimes I read poems, but I'm not a romantic person.
Okay.
It depends on the writer.
Oh yes, I agree with you. Okay, returning with that, what could you tell me about the maxims of quantity and that topic that we are dealing in the last class?
Well, actually, there are 4 maxims or risk comparative principles: the maxim of quality, the quantity, the relation, and the manner.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, you could. Well, during a conversation, mostly all the time, those maxims are violated by the people. In the interview, we could notice a maxim of quantity were violated constantly by the by Turner and also by the interviewer or the BBC.
Yes, yes, yes. I remember one of them at the second minute when they were talking about the poem. I remember,
Oh, yeah.
and she asked him about the poem, and he started to talk about the band and more that he has to talk
Well,
about.
actually, during all the interview, that vaccine were violated constantly
Yes,
because they were adding extra information that was not necessary and was not something relevant. And that relevant is a national relation.
yes, yes. I agree. Okay, Manuel, I think that it is time to lunch because I'm hungry.
Well, I'm hungry too.
Okay,
Okay,
see you.
see you.